All right, if you're a Kali Linux user, I bet you know this feeling all too well. You need just one specific Python tool. You pop open your terminal, type pip install, hit enter, and bam! You're hit with this giant wall of red text. Something about an externally managed environment. Yep, that's pep 668. And today, we're not just going to get around it, we're going to fix it for good. We're going to turn that frustration into a truly rock-solid professional toolchain.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's that special kind of panic. You're in the middle of something, you just need your tool to work, and you don't have time for a lecture on Python packaging theory. You just want the darn thing to install. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you a fix that works right now, and even more importantly, one that won't break the next time you run a system update.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the problem itself, the install that failed. You know the one. You're trying to grab something crucial. Maybe it's Impacket, maybe something else, but the command just errors out. And the temptation, oh, it's so strong, right? To just find some flag to force it through, but that's a trap. We're not here for a quick hack that's going to bite us later. We're here for a real, lasting solution.
So, here's our goal, here's what we're aiming for. We want an installation method that not only works today, but is also predictable and easy to maintain down the line. Because you know what the real win is? It's having a tool chain that doesn't just randomly self-destruct after you run a simple apt upgrade. It's all about building a setup that you can actually trust when you're under pressure and things need to just work.
So, what even changed? Why is Kali suddenly being so strict about this? Well, here's the thing. This isn't a bug. It's actually a new rule of the road, and it's called PEP 668. Let's break down what it is and why, believe it or not, it's actually a good thing, even if it feels a little painful at first.
At its core, PEP 668 is basically a big hands-off sign. Kali now places a special marker on its system Python environment, and that marker tells tools like pip, hey, this space right here, this is managed by the operating system. Please don't touch. It's all designed to protect the core tools that Kali itself depends on from getting accidentally broken.
And this really is the perfect analogy. Just think of your Kali system as a finely balanced Jenga tower of dependencies. When you use pip to install something globally, you're essentially yanking out a block from the middle of that tower. A critical tool somewhere else might have been relying on that exact block. The whole thing might not fall down immediately, but you've just introduced some serious instability.
And that's the key, right? Kali isn't just some generic Linux box. It's a super tightly integrated suite of specialized tools. A tiny dependency change for one of them can have these weird ripple effects that you won't even notice for hours or maybe even days. PEP 668 is basically Kali's way of saying, nope, no more of these subtle, hard-to-debug, delayed explosions.
Does this sound familiar? I mean, come on, we've all been there. It's such a common story. You think you've fixed one problem, but you've accidentally created this other, much spookier one somewhere else. This just shows that we've all fallen into this trap before, and PEP 668 is really here to help us stop doing that to ourselves.
Okay, so if we can't just pip install globally anymore, what is the right way? Well, this is the core of the solution, and it's not about one magic command. It's about making a conscious choice, about choosing the right installation lane for whatever you're trying to do.
And this table is your new best friend. This is your decision-making framework. You've got 3 main lanes. First, there's apt. This is your go-to for system-wide stability. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but it's reliable and it's managed by the OS. Then you've got pipx. This is perfect for command line tools you want available everywhere, but kept safely isolated from the system Python. And finally, there's venv, or virtual environments. This is for specific projects where you need to lock down exact versions and keep everything totally contained. Let's make this even simpler. Just ask yourself 3 quick questions. Number 1, do you need this command to be available everywhere from any terminal? A yes here points you towards apt or pipx. Number 2, do you need a very specific version of a library for a particular project or lab? That is a huge flashing sign telling you to use venv. And number 3, is 0 surprises after an update your absolute top priority? If so, apt is your safest bet, hands down.
All right, so now that we know the right ways to do things, let's spend a minute on the wrong ways. We're entering the don't do this zone. These are the common mistakes and the quick and dirty fixes that cause the exact long-term headaches PEP 668 is trying to save us from.
First up, the classic, the number 1 mistake, sudo pip install. This directly messes with the system's Python and is pretty much the root of all this evil. Next, getting into the habit of using -break system packages. That's like using a sledgehammer to hang a picture.
I mean, sure, it'll work, but you're definitely causing damage. And finally, avoid mixing your sources. Don't use apt to install a tool and then turn around and use pip to upgrade one of its dependencies. That's just playing dependency roulette. And trust me, the house always wins. Okay, let's put it all together. The goal here isn't just about installing one tool one time, it's about building a robust, no-breakage tool chain that you can actually rely on day in and day out.
And this right here, this is the real payoff. A successful install is temporary, but a reliable tool chain, that's a force multiplier. It saves you time, it prevents stupid failures in the middle of an engagement, and it lets you focus on your actual work instead of debugging your own machine.
So here it is, your immediate action plan. It'll take you less than 10 minutes. First, for the tool you need, pick your lane, apt, pips, or venv, and commit to it. Second, after you install it, verify it. Run the which command on the tool's executable to see exactly where it's installed and what your shell is actually finding. And third, now this sounds small, but it is huge, write a quick note to yourself. Just document which lane you chose and why. Your future self will absolutely thank you.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Is your current tool chain just working, or is it truly reliable? Making that mental shift from "it works for now" to "it's built to last," that's the mark of a pro. By choosing the right installation lane, you're not just fixing an error, you're investing in a stable, professional workflow. And that, my friends, is a win that lasts.